Bien amigos, continuando con el programa, nos visita Jeff Sorensen. Él es fundador de optiMize. optiMize es una organización que ayuda a incubar proyectos basados en tecnología que puedan generar emprendimientos sociales. Vamos a entender de qué forma, cuáles son estos proyectos y de qué manera las empresas peruanas pueden beneficiarse también, o los emprendedores peruanos pueden beneficiarse de estas iniciativas. Esta entrevista la vamos a hacer en inglés con una traducción. Jeff, thank you very much for staying here tonight and visiting us.
Thank you for having me.
No, of course. My pleasure. Jeff, please tell me what is optiMize and how it works.
So optiMize is an incubator for student-led social innovation. And so what that means is we work with students at the University of Michigan.
Okay, but the students at which level? In the college or university level?
University level.
Okay, the students of which career or
any
science
so
or
we work with
business?
Students from every career, and oftentimes they work together in teams with people from different disciplines together.
Okay,
yeah,
great. Then.
So students submit their ideas for how they can make some kind of positive social or environmental impact.
Worldwide or just some region in the world?
Could be anywhere.
Could be anywhere.
So because we're in Michigan in the United States, a lot of the projects work there. But for instance, the reason I'm in Peru is that one of the students at the University of Michigan is from Lima. And so her organization, UTECA,
that's the reason why you're here right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So the students, our slogan is, why not me?
Okay.
And so we say to students, if there's a problem in the world that you see and you think someone needs to do something about that,
you are the one to make that.
Yeah, instead of just sitting and waiting for someone else, you can say, why can't I create something that can actually make this better?
So basically you encourage all the students to make change in the world through technology.
Yep.
What is the impact of technology? In which area of the whole project technology makes a real difference in these stages?
I think it depends on the project, but technology itself is not good or bad. It's just a tool.
A tool.
Right. Exactly. And so what we do is we encourage students to think creatively about how they can look at emerging technologies, whether that's it could be virtual reality, or it could be artificial intelligence, or it could be even something that doesn't require technology. It could be an education project. And encourage them to think about how can you apply these tools for positive social impact.
How long have you been doing this with optiMize?
Almost 6 years.
6 years. And based on your experience, what do you think is the best social area impacted by that technology in the different experiences?
Different projects?
Yes.
So one of the amazing things is just how diverse the projects are. So we have everything from, there's students who are working with, there are students from India who came to the University of Michigan, and they're working with farmers to do soil testing and apply artificial intelligence to understand how will the soil change year to year, because there's big problems with climate change and how that's affecting the soil for small farmers in India. And so they help small farmers improve their yields each year because of this technology. So that's a massive impact, because there's it's a huge problem. But then there's also ones that like UTECA here, United Technologies for Kids here in Peru, led by
they promote among schools innovation challenges and innovation projects, right?
Yep. So they bring university students from Michigan, California, Berkeley, MIT. Also, though, UTEC, Universidad de Lima, bringing university students to teach classes for high school students on how to use emerging technologies. And so that might not be a technology project in itself. It's an education project, but it's helping people understand how to use these new technologies.
And what is the business model here? I mean, all the projects are for free, or when you present your company or your organization, you say it's an incubator. You incubate the project, and when it changes to be a company, it runs by itself.
Right.
And you say, just
go
ahead.
So what's the model for us? So we made a pitch to the University of Michigan saying that the future of education depends on having these kind of experiences in your university. So there's a big push for online learning now, where you can watch lectures for free online.
And you don't hold any part of equity of these projects?
We don't. But the university pays for us to be at the university because they want to be seen as a very innovative university that has programs that you couldn't possibly do online. So you can't work in these multidisciplinary teams, engaging with real communities, doing real action-based project work. It just doesn't happen if everybody is in a different place online. So it was a value proposition to the university itself to say, this is the kind of program you need if you want to stay relevant in the 21st century of education.
Absolutely. And how many out of 100 projects, how many still are running after 6 years?
So we funded 80 projects so far. 80. That starts, so it actually kind of whittles down. So we've worked with about almost 500 projects. And they work with us for 5 months before we decide whether we'll fund them or not. So each year, this year we had 210 projects that we worked with, and then it whittles down and we fund 27. 27. Yep. But over the past...
And the funding is around...
between 10,000 and 20,000 per project. So it's US dollars. So
it's a very... It's nice for a startup.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's enough for them to focus over the summer full time on this project, and then try to raise additional.
It's very exciting for the students. The problem is to maintain that level of excitement after 2 or 3 years.
Right.
Off the school, right?
What we try to do is equip them to be able to go and make a sustainable business model with what they're doing. So like UTK here is working with various companies in Peru to try to build partnerships that are mutually beneficial so that they can sustain what they're doing here. But to answer your question, out of those 80 that we funded, more than half of them continue past graduation, which is actually a very high percentage for a student incubator program.
And that's the way to maintain or to keep the social impact of these projects. Huh?
Right. So we think of the social impact in a couple of ways. One is the actual impact of the projects. So the work that they do in communities or on big problems is an impact. But then also thinking about it's equipping these students to go and make a bigger impact in their life.
Change the mindset of the student for the further options or opportunities.
Exactly.
In professional life.
Even if the first attempt fails, eventually
reminds the other one.
They're much better prepared for the future.
And Jeff, comparing Peru among other Latin American countries, how is it going? Absolutely oriented in this field, of course. No?
So I've only been I've been to Chile also, but I have only been to 2 Latin American countries. So I don't have a great comparison, but
I have time to explore.
Time to explore. I do have to say I've been here for a week now, and I've spoken at 6 different places to students. Some of them universities, others of them are colegios. And I'm very impressed with the energy and the ideas and the motivation that these students have. So I think there's a lot of potential for these students to do the similar kind of work here.
Well, Peru is one of the most more entrepreneurial countries. Based on this global entrepreneurship monitor from Babson College and the GEM monitor. It's an indicator.
Babson is one of the top entrepreneurial kind of programs.
Sure. Well, Jeff, thank you very much for visiting this night and talk about these optimized goals. And I hope it will be amazing for Peruvian college or students to participate through these different channels you have implemented. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I hope that if any Peruvian university students are interested in this, they can reach out to us and we can help them start this at their own campus.
Do you have a special, can you bring us your website?
Sure, it's optiMize MI.
MI
as in like Michigan. optimizemi.org.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And enjoy Peru and the ceviche. No?
Oh, well, I'm going to Arequipa tomorrow.
So great.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Rocoto relleno.
All right.
Very spicy. Okay, thank you very much.
I don't know if I can handle that. We'll see.
No, don't worry. Fue el señor Jeff Sorensen, fundador de optiMize, quien estuvo con nosotros. Regresamos con más tras la pausa.